Yo, what's up, Comfy Gang? So, I have some good news for you guys. The reason why I haven't been on YouTube this whole time is because I've managed to ascend, get myself a nice job, data entry job despite COVID, and I even managed to get a girlfriend at work, so, everything's working out fine for me. I managed to almost have a six-pack by now, like I'm at like 5% body fat, and I've been eating pretty clean, so, I'm pretty happy with the overall state of my life, which is why I haven't felt the need to, make videos or anything. I feel like that stuff is kind of a distraction at this point, and I just feel like I've ascended to, I've basically become a Chad. Just kidding. Does this look like the room of somebody who's managed to turn their life around? Yeah, I don't think so. So, jokes aside, I know it's been a while since I've uploaded my last video, probably like 3 months almost, and as a result of that, I feel like this video is probably going to be all over the place, so please bear with me until I sort of get my ability to speak and organize my thoughts back. But anyways, also, yeah, I know that there probably is a huge backlog of comments, and I know I typically respond to pretty much all of them, but I feel like it's going to take me a while to do that, and I might be replying less and less to comments just because my willpower is decreasing day by day, and there are a lot of other things that are sort of occupying my willpower, which I'll talk about in a bit. So yeah, but also I wanted to mention that I am sorry to those who have expressed some worry about me. I know that a lot of the people that I've talked to on Discord are probably wondering where the hell I've been, and also people have commented, have sort of expressed some worry about my well-being, and they're probably wondering what exactly happened to me, rightfully so. Like, maybe I'm sure the thought has crossed some people's minds that maybe I've done something like decide to end it, and that isn't the case given that I'm making this video. But yeah, unfortunately, while I do have some good news or some silver lining to what I'm about to talk about, I feel like for the most part this is sort of a bad news video about what exactly happened to me and what I've been doing this whole time. So fortunately, I don't really have any good excuses as to why I basically disappeared off the face of the earth. There's probably a lot of reasons which I'll talk about in future videos, which are more about like, maybe things that I'm dealing with deep inside and things of that nature. But today I'm just going to talk about like the sort of fact of the matter of what exactly happened. And I'm talking about this as if some major life-changing event happened to me, but really it's so much less significant, so much more pathetic when you honestly look at it, because yeah. So let's get the good news. Let's talk about the good news first. The good news first is that I have been focusing on my guitar a lot, actually, and I think this is one of the reasons why it's made it a lot harder for me to make videos, because any sort of willpower that I had left to do productive things was focused entirely on playing guitar. And I'm not saying I'm good. I'm honestly still quite shit, but I feel like with time, honestly, I feel like I'm not bad, but I honestly have no accurate way of gauging myself. But anyways, I feel like I have put in a lot of work into it, and I think that's one positive aspect, one sort of positive thing to take out of this whole, whatever, 3 months of me really disappearing. And I guess that's pretty much the only good news. So let's get to what actually happened. So basically, how I was talking about blocking all the sites and stuff? Well, apparently there's a million different sites which you can access from which you can access anime. And given that I blocked off YouTube and Netflix and all of the and none of those movie sites, all legal of course, never seemed to work. Well, all I was pretty much left with was anime, and I needed a way to get my dopamine fix. So obviously my brain was like, hey, since you can't access any movies, since you can't access YouTube, why the hell not? It's been a while since you've taken anime seriously. So I just started watching some anime shows that I had maybe dropped, or hadn't finished yet and wanted to finish, and checked out some of the sort of well-liked series like Steins Gate, which a lot of people like and is honestly pretty normal, wholesome. Can't really go wrong with anime. People like it, and I can definitely understand why. I personally really liked it, but for several reasons, which I will go into a whole video about. Basically I really enjoyed it, and once you finish a series that you really enjoy, well, how it kind of leaves a sort of gaping hole where your heart or your soul should be, and you need to fill that by watching another equally good show, or just another show. Doesn't even have to be that good. So basically this happened again and again. I would jump from series to series, and lo and behold, I basically 3 months blinked past, and here I find myself. It honestly, that's the scary thing about NEET is that rapid passage of time, and that's often when we do unproductive, mind-numbing. I'm not going to say mind-numbing. It was honestly pretty stimulating in a way. Like, I feel like anime is pretty interesting art form, and I hadn't really realized that until now. But basically, 3 months blinked by. I think over the course of 3 months, I not just watched, but binged over 1,000 hours of anime. I'd say roughly around maybe 8 to 12 hours of anime per day, and probably more in some days to hit that 1,000 hour mark. But I've definitely crossed 1,000 hours, I'm pretty sure. And obviously, as you guys can probably guess, that really hasn't been too good for my mental health. And yes, I've basically fallen down the anime rabbit hole, and that's not just in the sense that it's not just in the sense that I've just watched this. I'm not just referring to the sheer volume of content that I've consumed. It's more so the fact that when you watch anime, it is sort of this funnel, I guess, in a way, that sort of pushes you deeper and deeper into more and more, let's just say, niche stuff. And I'll let you imagine what niche means. But yes, I have fallen pretty far down the anime rabbit hole. If we're referring to the anime iceberg, I'm definitely far into the middle, in the lower middle regions of it by now, given the stuff that I've watched. If there's a sort of event horizon of being normal and crossing it, making you not normal, I feel like I've pretty much basically crossed that event horizon. I'm not going to say I'm a full-on degen yet, but I haven't crossed that event horizon yet, but I've definitely reached the point where, given the things that I've watched and given how my tastes have changed, I'd say I'm probably a sort of a pretty avid anime fan. I'm not gonna say I'm a otaku or like a weeaboo or anything, but maybe I am, but like a fledgling one. There's definitely like far more that I have to consume and watch before I become a full-on otaku. But I feel like I am possibly on that path just because my tastes and perceptions have been so drastically warped, and the things that I used to find so fucking retarded, so stupid, I just sort of, unfortunately, or fortunately, because I don't know, honestly, this shit is fucking lit. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, shit is lit, but yes, as you guys can probably tell, my mental health has basically taken a nosedive as a result of consuming so much anime over such a short duration of time. Yes, it is. So honestly, if you're some sort of young NEET who's not really into anime, you know, just watch the cookie cutter stuff. I'm really at the point where I'm not sure whether, you know, me enjoying the shit that I'm enjoying is based, or if it's just, if I've just become a fucking clown and to the point where I'm just beyond saving at this point. Like, I don't know what else, I don't know how else to characterize the situation, but it's not good, but it feels great at the same time. That's all I'm gonna say. And don't worry, I'm not suggesting or anything that I've done anything illegal. And I'm probably not on a watch list or anything. Probably, but who the fuck knows? But yes, I basically, you know, during this course of addiction of just binging anime, pretty much everything fell to the wayside, and that includes my diet and my exercise and me just taking care of myself. Honestly, it reached points where I just, you know, walk over to like that computer over there and watch anime, and then lie in bed and then watch anime on a tablet or a laptop, and it's just nonstop. And you know, it was really comfy, and I feel like this is the first time I've ever been so, well, not the first time, but I haven't been this self-indulgent in a while. And I know this development, you know, some people might have seen it coming, but for others who I think maybe had, I don't know, faith in me, or thought, you know, had hope for, you know, the fact that maybe I would be the different NEET, you know, the NEET that would actually, you know, maybe not be retarded, not be a complete fucking circus act. This might be coming out of left field for those people, and I think that is partly my fault, because I feel like I did sort of try to maybe consciously and unconsciously create this image of me being the sort of the different NEET, the NEET that would sort of overcome a situation. That's really what my intentions were at the time, but I think at the same time, I feel like I wasn't doing it in the right way, because it wasn't authentic. Again, that's something I'm going to talk about in another video, but basically, yeah, my true nature bubbled up, or not my true nature, but the part of me that I really wanted to suppress and sort of hide and sort of cut away. I feel like whatever I was doing probably wasn't the right way to address things. And, you know, my addictive personality and my degen nature really just bubbled to the surface and caused me to basically act in ways which honestly couldn't have foreseen. And yes, this is where we are now. This is the current state of my life. Oh yeah, and another thing is that I feel like overall I definitely have sort of regressed back to my hickey neat ways, which I sort of was at prior to joining Discord. I don't know if some of you would consider me a hikikomori when I still do leave my room and still do eat dinner with my parents and still do talk to them, but uh, and I left the house maybe over the course of this 3 months, like once to get to some, family gathering thing that was, perfectly legal, uh, you know, despite COVID happening, obviously, loopholes and all that. But apart from that, I pretty much haven't talked to anyone else, and partly because, um, partly because of the anime, of course, and the being addicted, and also focused on guitar, but also partly because I think part of me really just finds it hard to talk to people at the end of the day. And I know I'm just running away from my problems. I'm running away from the things that I should be facing head on. And I know that it's probably not ideal, but that's another thing that I'll probably talk about. But yeah, basically I've become a full-on Hickey Need. Maybe I should just change my name to Comfy Hickey, but I think Comfy Need is sort of my name at this point, so I won't be doing that. But yeah, yes, I feel like this pretty much sums up the current state of my life and what I've been doing this whole time. So yeah, I forget if I mentioned there being a backlog of comments, but I think I've just socially isolated to myself to the point where it's hard for me to even reply to comments at this point. And I'm just even afraid to read comments because I don't really want to see what other people have to say about me. So yeah, I will have to face that stuff eventually, or maybe I won't, but I feel like I do think it's probably the better thing to do. So, but I mean, for the meantime, I probably won't be replying to comments for a bit, maybe just liking them or something, but I don't know. I think I'm just really lazy, and my motivational systems in my brain or whatever, my motivational brain pathways have pretty much been, shot to shit. They've pretty much been just destroyed. And my brain definitely needs some sort of rebalancing, if that's even a thing, if that's even possible. So, but yeah, I think I've rambled long enough. I think that pretty much sums up the state of my life currently. So yeah, I'm sorry to those that I've worried, and I'm sorry if I turned out to be a massive disappointment to those who expected more of me, and to those who I guess saw this coming. I don't know, kudos to you, I guess. To those who are actively wishing for my downfall, enjoy the shit show and fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't, obviously I really doubt that. That's probably just my mind making up stupid assumptions, although there are maybe one or two people that I've encountered who fit that description. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna end the video now. I'm rambling. This is Comfy NEET signing out.